Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Hey, welcome everybody to GT Champions. I'm your host today, Chris Ball. Tatiana had some issues, PlayStation, major hardware issues. We worked on it for hours yesterday and just nothing is working. So yours truly is going to come in here and fill in for the great Tatiana and Paul and bring you the action from Laguna Seca for round 2 in the Mazda 3 GT4 car. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a tough track, man. Lots of sand. The whole first lap or two is going to be pretty crazy. So it's all about just survival for these drivers. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Want to give a big shout out and thank you to our folks at Origin Micro for sponsoring GT Champions. And go check them out, folks. Tell them Chris at GT Champions sent you, or just tell them GT Champions sent you. Let them know that the money that they're spending to help us grow will help them grow too. So let them know all about it. So today, folks, it's going to be me bringing you the commentary for today. Ian and Nigel Higginbotham, the angry red-bearded guys. I love that. Pix did such a great job with that. They are the ones who put this whole thing together for the World Cup, design all the car and track combinations. So glad to have them around. And Etan, of course, the executive producer here at GT Champions, making sure we have all the tools and things that we need to bring to life the racing in Gran Turismo and iRacing. Go check us out, gtchampions.com/GTC-TV. That's us. And then, of course, Pix, who does all of our graphics here and is our partner here at GT Champions. And he makes everything look pretty and he does a pretty freaking great job of it too, I'll tell you what. So it's good having them around. We have all the drivers here fighting for this GT Champions winner coin. We just announced 2 of those winners today in iRacing, the AM and Pro winners from the International GT Series. We just finished that up, the America Challenge. We finished that up this morning, and I'm telling you, it was pretty great. So I just realized, oh no, good, my button's not working to show me that my mic is on, and I was worried. So yeah, we crowned the 2 champions today, and you can go check them out. We shared some information about them on socials, so you can go check them out. Yeah, it was a great race today at Indianapolis in the rain. It was a lot of fun. We have, starting next weekend, we have the F4 Cup in iRacing that is coming. We're going to be doing 2 25-minute races, one at Virginia and one at Sonoma on the NASCAR short circuit with our fixed setups by McConey Setup Shop. So come watch that. That will be this next weekend, December 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern. Then later that day, yours truly will be bringing you the MX5 Cup here in Gran Turismo. We'll be at Watkins Glen for round 2, and we're going to see if Nav and Ando can bring some excitement to the end of the race like we saw last week, but maybe a different ending. Who knows? We'll see how they can fight it out. But yeah, open tuning series, but with limited power and weight. It's really fun to watch. So it'll be fun to see them out at Watkins Glen. So all of these different events that we do, again, everyone is going for one of these winners coins, and that will be happening here in World Cup. You will have a Pro-Am, and an Am champion. So it's going to be, oh man, it's going to be a lot of fun. It really is. All right, stand by 1 second. So I think I have, you know what? Why don't I have that? because this was a very last minute thing for me to do. I was going to bring up the current standings for everybody after round 1, and I do have that information. I'm going to bring that to you here in just a moment. I know it's around here. There we go. I can do this, and then I can do this, and go bam. There we go. So after round 1, these are the standings. Those, the red next to the driver's name, those are your pro class. The blue are your pro-ams, and the orange are your am class. So you can see Jakey. Well, first of all, the first, all the drivers now are in order of how they finished for the most part. You'll see that some of the pros had more or less points than some of the pro-ams because of where they finished in their lobbies. But Jakey, Lucas, and Odin hold the top 3 spots in the pros. Top 3 spots right now in the pro-ams: Ghost, Joey Cannoli, and Clint Freeman. And in the ams, Mariner, Rad the Mad Cat, and Dark Cobra. I know it says the damn cat. I don't know. I call him Mad Cat, and he's going to deal with it. So those are your 3 current points leaders in all 3 classes. So we'll see more of them later on. Right now, that is the wrong button, Chris. Let's go to this button right here, because I needed to have the other button. The other button, Chris. Hey, folks, I'm just trying to get it together. That's all I'm trying to do right now. Just trying to hold the life together. I must do it. We have the grid order for our race somewhere on my screen. That's fine. We'll get to that. We're about to start here. We're just waiting for a couple of drivers. There's 14 of the 15 here for Lobby 1, so this should get pretty spicy. And I'm happy to see it. That is for sure. I'm going to pull up the grid order for today. Let me just pull that up for you, folks. I'm sure you'd like to see it, right? Let's do this, and let's do that, and that. And we're going to do this right here. And we're going to do this right here. And close enough. Close enough. It's a rough day, folks. It is a rough day. All right, if I do this, there we go. All right, so there is our current grid order of how the cars are going to start the race today. Jakey will start up front. He had the fastest lap of the race. Lucas and Odin had the next 2 fastest times. So just a reminder, the way this works, and we're about to get started. He's resetting the lobby right now. The drivers build their fastest lap in the race before, and that sets the grid in their class for the next race. So now that the lobby's reset, our host is actually Stig Xander from Sector 7, and he's going to make sure all the cars are in the right order, all the drivers are starting in the proper order. Let's see, who did have the fastest lap? So we see Jakey and Lucas both got into the 159s, which was insane on our last track at Suzuka in the Peugeot, the RCZ GT3 car. And then Odin will start on the second row with Cyclone Dan. Row 3 is going to be Truth and Hovercraft with Shredda and Banana on row 4. Row 5, we're going to see Rusty Maggots, last season's champion, right alongside a new independent driver Finalized. On row 6, we're going to have Black Friday and Stig. Row 7, we're going to have J-Set and BVL's Flash. And at the back of the field is going to be Gravedigger. And don't misunderstand, back of the field means nothing because these guys are just fast. So just going to let... we're going to see if he... I need to send him a message to let him know. Hang on, folks. It's all part of the act. Where is my... Here we go. All right, just letting him know that we're ready, and we'll go from there. So we're going to have a load of fun, folks. It's going to be a fun race. So we're going to just wait to see if anything else is working. And I'm also checking because I'm trying to get my PS4 into the lobby 2. And of course I turned it on over an hour ago. It says, oh, there's an application update. So it's updating the stinking game. And I've been trying to get it into the lobby so that later I could bring to you all of the action from lobby 2, because they have such good racing over there too. So yeah, this should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. So we have to wait for 5%. I'm 95% there. So they're going to hold up a little bit to hopefully get me in there. And then we can trying to do a lot of things all at once. I feel so bad. Tatiana was so excited to do this race. And I was excited to just throw my PS5 into the lobby 2 and save that replay so that I could do a rebroadcast, and I did not think to update the PlayStation, so sorry for that. All right, so we're just waiting on Stig. I don't know if everybody is checked in, so we're just waiting on him to sort through that. And here we go. It's getting started. All right, let's get out onto the grid. Let's get everything all set up. So, Jay Batty. Oh, let's go to the race, Chris. There we go. Jay Batty's going to start up front with Lucas, and then we're going to have Jay Batty. This thing is doing weird nicknames, but we'll just watch it. Here we go. So, Jay Batty, that's your... I can't think of his name all of a sudden, but we'll just watch here. Okay, he's on his way up, and this is killing me, these names. Hold on. We're going to use the online IDs. Jakey, there we go. Jakey, Odin, and Lucas battling it out up front. Everyone's holding it together so far. Right there. Shredda trying to get a line in there. Wow, they are flying through, that's for sure. Odin gets in front of Jakey in that first sector. Jakey's going to look. Can he get inside there? Nope, and he's got a whole bunch of folks back there behind him trying to get through. A little dust in my camera lens there. So Odin up front, Jakey, Lucas defending from Shredda, and right back here we've got it cycling down a little bit off the track. First one into the dirt. He's going to lose a few precious positions there. And into the corkscrew we go. The first time in, a little bouncy. Oh no, Black Friday off the track. I'll mark that. We'll go back and take a look at that in a second. And we're going to see Black Friday is going to get a penalty there. Let's see if we can go back and see what happened with Black Friday there. I didn't go back far enough, did I? Fine. We're going to try it again. Hang on, or we're just going to try to get this. So there's Black Friday. Nope, it's going to flash. I think he just went off the track. We'll come back and look at that later. Let's get back to the front of the track and see what's going on. Lucas gets around Jakey, so off they go. Just letting... I got to keep an eye on this other PlayStation, make sure that it's ready to go when it's ready to go. And look, everyone's spreading out now. Truth moves up to 4th, Banana in 5th, finalized, Cyclone and Rusty Maggots. And there's a little group right there. Those three still have a little bit of work to do. Oh, Friday keeps messing around with that dirt. You got to be careful. So there's Stig, current lobby host right now. Flash in the top 10. Gravedigger, there he is. And into the corkscrew for the second time, and Odin leads Lucas. Those two are off and running. Jakey under pressure from Truth right there. Now we see Truth trying to make moves in there. Now this is a front-wheel drive GT4 car, so they got to be really careful with those front tires because they will wear those things out. I think they have to run the hards and the mediums in this one. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, meanwhile, I need to look and find out. I'm going to keep an eye on this battle right here for a second because I need to send a note to him. Just keeping Mr. Venom up to date on what's going on with this other PlayStation so we can get that thing going and I can spend a little more time here with you guys. Ooh, Odin is still feeling the pressure from... Look at this. Oh, there's a move. Lucas is going to go to the inside. Is he going to be able to get it coming out? Odin's going to have a little bit more momentum on the outside. And he holds it together. Okay. That was close. That was close. All right. Just loading up into the other lobby. I'm trying to pay attention. I don't want to miss this. I do see one car off way in the back. I don't know what happened with them. And Jakey still defending from Truth, but now Banana is involved. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this for sure. All right, hang on, folks. I got to change a screen really quick so I can get joined in on this one lobby. I gotta keep remembering which PlayStation remote to pick up. All right, these guys having a pretty good battle up here. And look at this. This is Banana's view from in his car, watching these two battle it out, waiting for the opportunity, if it presents itself, to get a spot. He's putting on the pressure. Meanwhile, up front, these guys are still nose to tail. Lots happening here. All right, Lucas is going to try this again, but that outside line is not going to have enough this time. And yes, Lucas moves in. Now that is a change of position, and Lucas up into first. So off he goes. Nice. Okay, so Odin into second. And then Jakey still defending from Truth, defending from Banana. And then back here we see Finalize coming into the corkscrew with Cyclone Dan. There is Rusty Maggots and Stig with Flash and Gravedigger right behind. Everyone's still pretty close. There's still a lot that can happen in this race. Sir Shredda back quite a bit, so we'll see if he can hold things together. Oh, Lucas a little bit into the dirt. Is that going to be enough? We'll see, but look at this. Jakey still trying to keep Truth back there. Truth probably just playing a waiting game to see if anything opens up for him. Not necessarily a track that I feel you're going to be able to save a lot of fuel on. I mean, you can short shift staying behind someone, but there's just not a lot of long straights to take advantage. So, alright, good news is, folks, I'm in the other lobby. Let's go. I can keep an eye on what's going on in the other race. I have no liveries on any of the cars, but hey, at least I can see everything going on there, and that's a good start. All right, right here's what. Nope, right there's what I want to look at. So Cyclone Dan running in 7th. Rusty is last season's World Cup champion, and we want to see, does he have what it takes? Oh, he doesn't not see the other car in front of him. Oh, wait a minute. Did we just lose? I think somebody disconnected. Let me see. Let me just double check really quick, folks. Oh, we lost Cyclone Dan. Cyclone Dan disconnected. Oh, that sucks. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that's a bummer. Also a bummer for Odin is Lucas has already pulled a 1 second gap on Odin. So I think Odin's like, okay, we're just going to get this together. Jakey, on the other hand, from Race Asylum, is going to try to do his best to keep Truth and Banana back there. Oh, it's going to be hard to keep things happening when you're in the dirt. Going to bring that car right up to him. Here's Onboard with Truth. I guarantee you that these Sector 7 guys have spent as much or more time practicing than they do in this whole race. So the way these guys race, they just race their race. They know what their lap times need to be, what their tire and fuel situation needs to be, and they win on strategy. Don't get me wrong, they're quick dudes, but they're gonna race on strategy. And if he doesn't feel he needs to get past Jakey to make this work, then he won't. But there is pressure from somebody else to take that spot, and every point counts in this series. With no drop rounds over 24 weeks, 12 rounds, and, well, I think it's 26 weeks because we have a few weeks off there. Oh, someone's off the grass, off the track. That's Stig. No, I think it was Rusty Maggots that was back there. What happened to Rusty? Let's see if we can go on board with Rusty. Maybe it wasn't Rusty. We're gonna see. Somebody's out there, and it looks like, yeah, Rusty gets way off the track into the dirt, and so does Stig. Wow, they really getting racy out there. Meanwhile, Lucas still just under a second. He's not keeping it too far away. Odin trying to pull back in, gains another 10th on him there in the first sector. Look at this. Oh, now look who's getting in there. Finalize is coming onto the scene now. There he is. He's getting right up in this battle. That's the top 5 in front of him, and he is not far behind. He has got some time for sure. So Gazoo looks like he's rooting for BVL. However, that driver, she gone. And I don't know what happened there. The internet has been weird today, people. It's been really weird. The race we had this morning, we were doing our broadcast, it was nearly 5 minutes behind us. And we got to the realization that Pix's internet connection was just being dog slow. and I don't know if the carrier was slowing him down or what. So I guess we'll have to see how that goes. Meanwhile, we're going to keep an eye up here as, oh, there goes Banana making the move on Truth. Truth is going to be like, I don't think so. We're going to go side by side. Truth will have the next corner, but it's going to be tricky. Hold it together. Keep that spot. Oh, into the dirt. One of the good things about front-wheel drive cars, even if you get those back tires in there, just hit that gas, and it will go right where you point it to go. We're going to keep an eye on this. Oof. Wow, Banana's really trying to get in there, isn't he? That's crazy. Meanwhile, I'm pleasantly surprised at what I see happening on the screen in the Lobby 2 race. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do it. Just going to try to keep it all together. Don't have anything go wrong, Chris. Just stay there. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so now I'm basically trying to run 2 PlayStations at the same time. So people, just have patience with me. Lucas, Odin up front by about 3.5 seconds. Then Jakey leads the next group, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And people are starting to catch up. I think Jakey, not at the exact moment, but it's almost like they're holding up some of these other drivers, because here comes Banana. There's Finalized. And then Rusty. Rusty is going to bring along another Sector 7 driver right there. There's Stig. Oh, BVL's Flash is here. So, yeah, BVL does have a driver. Let's go. J-Set and Black Friday. So there's a lot to happen in this race. And look at this. Shredda's actually gaining some time back. He's been running 129s. And the guys in front of him are running 130s, 131s, 132s. So Shredda is like, I got to do everything I can. I've got to catch these dudes. So we'll see what he can get done. Whew. That's a lot of talking real fast. Lucas, 1.8 seconds now. And Odin, 3.6 back to Jakey. And this is where all the action is. We'll keep an eye on this right now while I watch for any spinning blue triangles. If you wonder why I'm talking so much, I grew up where a lot of sports weren't broadcasted on TV when I was younger. And so it was often that we had to listen to the ball games on radio. So, like, people are always talking, trying to get, you know, all of the detail in there. So hopefully it's not annoying you too much. Ooh, boy, these guys are hammering this out. Like, Truth is just like, get out of the way, let me by. The leaders are getting away. Man, Jakey's just trying to put, it's like I don't have a smoke defense or oil slick, so I'm just going to drive and put a couple tires in the dirt and throw that up in someone's face so they can't see where they're going. And then let's see, let's go look back right about here. Now Stig's kind of by himself. Everyone is pretty spaced out back here now. We're still waiting. All the way them are up into the corkscrew now, and Shredda is just trying to get up the hill and get caught up to these guys. So we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, Lucas is just, he is down to win this championship. He is not messing around. He is flying in that car. I don't know where he's getting this pace from, but he has got significant pace. 2.2 now up to Odin. Remember, these two were duking it out during the open qualifiers, if you remember, if you were watching that. These guys were setting blistering sector times, and it's very interesting to see them leading up to the front here. Truth has made it. Did we miss this somewhere? Truth now up into third. He got around Jakey. Let's go take a look and see if this happened earlier. Oh, good, we're gonna see it right into turn 1. He just gets later on the brakes, gets around the outside, and he's gonna nail that inside corner, which is exactly what he needed to do. And that's where he made the pass in turn 1, which we're gonna see a lot of that. So, Truth now in the hot seat. Jakey on his 6, trying to get up there. Now Banana's gonna make a move. Is Banana gonna go for it? Yep, Banana goes for it. Heading into ooh, this is hard, this is hard. Leave the space. Ooh, off the track, Banana goes. And now he's not only gonna not get the spot, but he loses it to Finalize at the same time. Ooh, that was brave. It is not easy to try and get around somebody and corkscrew. That's kind of crazy. That's a tough move to make. All right, the Truth is off into the distance. So yes, he was definitely getting held up there. And now Jakey's losing out to, is he giving a spot? Is he waiting to give that spot to Banana? I think that might be what he's doing. I think he was thinking that he needed to give that spot back. I don't know. I mean, I should have marked that for the replay, but I don't think so. I mean, Banana was making a move in a really tough part of the track, and I looked to me like Jakey was leaving him the space to get through there. I guess we'll have to go back and, well, we may not have to go back and see. Banana is probably not going to turn in a ticket, not if Jakey gave the spot back. That's good racing right there. I think Jakey felt like something was up, and maybe he had something to do with it, and, you know, instead of throwing caution to the wind, he decides to give the spot just to be on the safe side. So that's good sportsmanship. Now Rusty's looking like he might try to get around there too, but he's not going to make it work this time. All right, so Banana and Finalize in 4th and 5th. Look at Truth is already up the road 2 seconds. So now he's got to try to close in from a 5-second deficit to Odin. That's what happens, folks. You got to get those those fast laps in so you can get all the way to the top of the board. We won't see any of those fast laps happen on this first stint. I think most of the drivers are probably on the hard tire. In fact, if I look carefully, I take off my glasses so I can see the TV better. Let's just check from P1 all the way back. Hards. Everyone's on the hard tire. So now it's going to be about fuel, and then we'll see all the fast laps start rolling in and ticking in right around the second stint. There goes Truth up the hill in 3rd, 5-point-something seconds. He's already gained a little bit of time. Truth has been running 129s the last couple laps. Odin's running 129s as well. So Truth is not necessarily gaining any significant time, but he's just going to hold it together, try to get it done. Finalize and Banana fighting it out for 4th. Jakey with Rusty Maggots in tow, and Rusty's teammate, that's Stig, right behind him. So he can watch this battle for 6th happening right in front of him. Wow, Finalize really having, let's go up here to here. Here's Banana really trying to get a move done on Finalize. He's like, I really want to get that spot back. I kind of blew it into the corkscrew. Doesn't look like he's going to make any moves right away. Oof. Jakey keeps flirting with that dirt. One of these days it's going to catch him. I think we might see... Yeah, he's going full defensive mode. Rusty's trying to find a way around. He wanted to go around the outside, but I think Jakey was making it look a little bit too difficult. Tatiana, if you'd like to come in and do commentary with me, I am 1,000,000% ready for that. Come in here and save me from talking for 2 hours. You want to do that? You just let me know. We will pop you in the Discord and get you in here. And you can watch all of the action. I feel bad for Tatiana. Oh, they tried so hard yesterday until I think it was almost midnight before Tatiana was like, okay, I can't think straight anymore. And we exhausted everything that we could do. We tried everything and just nothing. We even had Tatiana went out and bought a thumb drive at some store in the middle of the night. And then we downloaded the PlayStation software, got on there and reflashed the entire system, but still just having no luck with it. So, yeah, no fun. All right, Banana still making moves everywhere he can, but just can't get into finalized spot. It may just be the sit and wait move. That may be just what is going to happen. We shall see how things go here. Jakey's still trying to yeah, oh, look at this. Rusty and Stig now right on top of each other. Ooh, hang in there. And make sure you stick around, folks, because after the race, we will talk to the podium finishers, assuming that we can get them into Discord appropriately, and then we can chit and chat with them. I understand the chat part. I don't know where the chit part comes from. The chit part of chit chat, but you'd think I'm as old as dirt that I would know this. What's Lucas doing up there? Oh, nothing. Just putting more time. Wow. 4.3 seconds to Odin. There's Odin now heading up towards Corkscrew, and Lucas is just now entering it. And then there's Truth, another 6 seconds away. But finalized and Banana are close at hand. And then here comes Jakey to bring Rusty, Stig, Flash, and that's about it. Then back here, we got Black Friday. Oh, with another half-second penalty that for some kind of track limit. J-Set, Gravedigger, and Shredda. Shredda's finally caught up to these guys. Remember, he was way back there, and he has caught up to the back end of the field. So he has got a rabbit to chase, or a carrot, or whatever you want to say. Already setting purple times. Lucas holds a 1:28.688 as his fastest lap. When did he do that? He did that like 8 laps ago. But Shredda trying to catch these guys, and he's putting some blistering times down. I guess when nobody's in your way on the track, you can go as fast as you want to. Does he steal the new fast lap time? He does not, but he is up there. Here's a move. This is for last. Not this time. Oh, he sticks his nose in there. Yep, he's just going to kind of push his way through there. Black Friday's got that penalty served. J-Set, his, I almost said his teammate. It's not. Black Friday is just trying everything to gain some time. He is struggling up there. Oh, we got another half-second penalty. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of them. That is a lot. Let's see what's going on up here. Everyone's kind of just going around, doing their thing. Still Banana not able to get around finalized. Meanwhile, Truth 6 seconds still, not gaining any time to Odin. But if we look at the fuel situation, they're very close I don't think there's any kind of advantage there. The only advantage Lucas has is a 4.8 second advantage. Wow. And this is a fast group of dudes, and he is just going out there saying, hey, check this out. And Odin is doing the same thing. But it is one thing to make it through with big gap times. It's another thing to get it all the way to the end of the race. Folks, let me know how the video looks. I want to make sure I'm not overtaxing my gear and making it all choppy out there. It looks pretty good to me, so from what I can tell. And here we go, Jakey and Rusty and Stig and Flash. And then you got this next little group back here just coming out of turn 3, no, going to 4. Heading up the hill, and then they will make one more left turn and head up to the corkscrew. But Shredda all the way up to 10th. So he has passed all 3 of these drivers, J-Set, Black Friday, and Gravedigger off the track. Probably trying to find his sunglasses. So Shredda now into the top 10, and he was all the way back there. He's still quite a ways from the leader. Don't get me wrong. He is a long ways from the leader. He's a long ways from winning this race. But he at least is gaining some spots back. BVL's Flash running in 9th. He does see, here's his view. They're a little ways up there. There's some work to be done. On board with Stig, he's watching his teammate Rusty trying to find a way around Jakey. Let's go take a look at Rusty as we watch last season's champion working this GT4 front-wheel drive car around this course. We'll be at Laguna in next weekend in the F4 cars in iRacing, so make sure to come check that out. That's 12 Eastern, and we'll be broadcasting that here as always. And we'd be able to see them going to, I think we're doing Virginia and Sonoma. Sonoma's only about a 2-hour drive from this track here, Laguna Seca, and Laguna is on the calendar for the F4 the following weekend, so we'll visit both of those tracks there. Everyone is spreading out now. This is really the closest battle we have. Actually, I want to say that right about here, maybe. Black Friday and J-Set, they're having a pretty good battle here for 12th. Oh, a lot of cars going off track there, coming out of the second to last corner on the race course and hitting that dirt. Maybe they're trying to test going into the pits through the sand instead of through on the tarmac. I don't know. Look at these two battling it out. I kind of like it. Sorry about that. Somehow or another, I bumped my mic button. All right, we'll do a quick run through, real quick. Leader of the race, just 5.5 seconds up the road, so he's lost about 0.6 to Odin, but sets the fastest lap of the race on those hard tires so far. Odin running in second, coming up the hill now, and Truth crosses the line in third. 6 seconds back, 12 seconds from the leader. That's a significant gap when we still have an hour and a half of this race to go. Finalized still in fourth. Banana lost some time to him now and is slowing things up a little bit. There is Jakey still solidly in sixth, not getting a lot of hassle from Rusty Maggots, who's in seventh right now. And it looks like Stig has a half-second penalty He has 3 seconds to flash behind him, so I don't think he's going to worry about, losing that spot. There is Flash running in 9th. And Shredda made his way to 10th, trying to get all the way back up to catch these dudes. So we'll see how that works out for him as he gets further on this race. He's got an hour and a half of work to do. He can get a lot of places done in an hour and a half. That's a lot of time. And these two still battle for 11th. Ooh, Black Friday right on his bumper. Ooh, Tatiana might be able to... All right, Tatiana says they're going to try to get in here and get some commentary with me. Tatiana is not happy about how things went yesterday. All week long, trying to figure things out. Things went from bad to worse during last week's broadcast, if you remember. And it wasn't any fault of hers that HDMI port coming out of the PlayStation was just acting so dumb. It was so weird what it was doing. So let's see, anybody up here? No, we're basically middle of the pack right now, and everyone is spread out. So I'm going to go back to this battle for 11th while I keep an eye on what's going on up there, because it's always fun to watch two cars trying to race each other, right? Isn't that how we're supposed to do things? They're starting to space out a little bit, and if we look back, there's a car coming. That's Gravedigger back there. Folks, I've got my PS4 sitting up on a shelf next to me in that other group, and I'm telling you, the fan in that thing is like it's trying to take off and fly out of my office. It's so loud. Hopefully you can't hear it, but it's pretty stinking loud. All right, these two are just kind of off in their own zip code. Well, all three of these actually. Right back here is where we start seeing the magic happen. There's Finalized in 4th, and we start seeing a lot of people a little closer together within a couple of seconds. There's Finalized, Banana, Jakey, Rusty Maggots, and Stig. So few of those guys together, and there's Flash trying to creep in there. So this is the point of the race where yours truly has to just kind of come up with stuff to talk about. Kind of like Origin Micro, our sponsor. They're doing pretty great, and they're a lot of fun to have around, I'll tell you what, because they've made it possible for us to put on these races. So, yeah. Thanks a lot. Go check them out, originmicro.com. I should have a smaller little image for you, but I don't. I was not prepared. But that's okay. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, right? Is that the way to say it? Good in the hood? I don't know. But anyway. Things spacing out here. Now we have the battle. This is the absolute battle for last. Gravedigger and J-Set trying to... Whoa, baby! Oh, no. What happened to J-Set? Did he just straight up go off the track? Let's go check that out. Commentator's cursed, right? I think he was trying to get over to the left and nope, he caught the gravel. That'll do it. That sand just pulled him right out there, didn't it? All right, well, go camera. There we go. So Lucas up. Odin still, nothing's changed up there. 1.3 seconds. It's been about 1.3 to 1.1 back and forth between Finalized and Banana. Everyone else, it's spread out. What we're going to do, we're going to go on board with our race leader. and do a lap around the track with them. Let's do that. Let's go in the car. Let's watch. This is Lucas as he heads around the track. Go. He's going to head up this hill. I'm going to be quiet. We're going to listen to the car. Man, look at that drop. 13 stories, I think, if I have the... may not be 13 stories, but it's a lot. And that, folks, is a lap around. Now we're going to quickly zip back to here because these two are much closer. Only 1 second now. Banana is from finalize. He's gained a little time. We might be able to see an overtake happen. We're going to keep an eye on that. But as promised, make sure you go check out Origin Micro, folks. They've made it possible for us to be doing all the iRacing and Gran Turismo races that we can do, and making it possible to help with awards and broadcast and fees and all the other stuff. No, me, Pix, and the rest of the staff, we all still work for free. So we try to get our sponsors to help with that stuff, and it's nice having them around. So make sure to check out Origin Micro, originmicro.com. Tell them about us, that we sent you there. They have lots of stuff, even if you're not in IT. Although they are really good at getting their hands on stuff that you need, from Aruba to Cisco, Lenovo, everything. But also they used to. We were talking to Don Doney, the CEO, last week, and he mentioned how they had they did have like steering wheels and pedals and stuff at one point. So go check him out. He just actually sent me a text today. He's in Boston, I want to say, and he was somewhere, and there was a whole bunch of sim rigs all lined up with the F1 game on them. People were all playing and racing in them. Looked like it would be fun. All right, so Jakey's still in 6th, Rusty's still in 7th. Now, one of the things to think about is our current standings. Let me see. I think I have that right here. Here's our results from last week's race. Jakey won last week. He's currently running in 6th position. There's Jake right now. He won last week's race at Suzuka. Lucas right here, he was in 2nd place, and Odin was in 3rd place. So these guys have a lot of work to do. They're gonna keep this going through the whole season, and it's a lot. You've really got to be dedicated to getting this all done. That is for sure. And Truth, he's lost another 1.5 to Odin. So definitely Odin has got the pace with that car. I don't think Truth's going to catch him here. Truth needs him to have an issue. I won't say what an issue would be, but he's definitely needs to get some help. He's keeping Finalized and Banana back there, decently back there anyway, about 4 seconds. And these guys just keep staying about a second of each other. let's see. Finalize has been running low 129s for the last 3 laps. Yep. And yeah, and even lower 129s for Banana, but then he did a higher 129 this last lap. So it's just back and forth, trying to get those consistent lap times. Jakey, Rusty, still in 6th and 7th. Stig back in 8th. Here's Flash, and now it looks like Shredda is finally, or Sir Shred. I keep confusing him with someone else, and it may be still the same person, but there was somebody named Shredda that used to race around here, and I don't know if it's the same guy. But now Flash is under pressure for that 9th spot from Shredda, who's worked his way back, and he has been closing that gap. Let's see, Flash has been running high 129s, but mostly low 130s. Shredda's been running solid low 29s all the last 10 laps. So he's definitely catching, and he's going to get that spot from Flash eventually if he doesn't lose any tires. And that's on the hard tires. I imagine when he gets those soft tires, he's going to be a whole lot quicker. Keep it together, keep it together. Oh, so close. He might have him up the hill. We'll see if he can get that to work. It's going to be close. Oh man, he is just trying as hard as he can to get there. That's gonna be it. That Shredda breaking through from 10th to 9th. Maybe. That's gonna do it right there. Is there a crossover option for Flash? I think Flash knew that was coming, and there was not a lot he was going to be able to do about it. Shredda up into 9th. Next up, he's got 3 seconds to Stig and see if he can reach that. Now, Stig has been running solid, low-ish, low 130s and a mid 129, a couple back there. Shredda's been doing 129s solid the whole time. I think he's going to catch Stig and try to get himself up there. So we'll see. We'll see what can happen there. All right, let's check up how everyone's doing. Crossing the line now to finish lap 30 with a minute or an hour 15 to go. Lucas 7.3 seconds up the road from Odin, who himself is 8.5 seconds up the road from Truth. Truth has about a 3.5 second gap. Rusty Maggot's in the pits. First one to go. Finalize and Banana still duking it out for 4th and 5th right here. Or for 4th, I should say. Jakey in 6th. Rusty pits from 7th. Is this planned? He doesn't have any damage that I can see. Boy, it does not take that long to get to pit boxes from Laguna, people.
Well, we'll get to watch a pit stop here in a Sector 7 car. There's fresh new tires going on. He's going to have to go to the medium tires, and he's taking his fuel. So he is stopping earlier. That might be kind of smart if those medium tires can last him. I mean, the hards are lasting everybody quite a ways. If he can make that work and go for an hour and 15 on the mediums and get some good lap times, that could help. That really could help. So that is going to give this guy here, Jakey, a little bit of a wake-up call, because when he gets his pit stop done, I'm going to guess that Rusty will be ahead of him, because Rusty's going to have those medium tires on for quite a while. So I'm interested to see just how that comes to be. Another, yep, he's seen the writing on the wall. He's like, I'm not going to get undercut by this dude. So Jakey's going to go in. What happens with the rest? Does Stig stay out? Shredder stays out? Flash stays out? They're all staying out on those hard tires. I don't know what Gravedigger and those guys are going to do, but the undercut for Rusty, not going to be, I think, what he was hoping for. I really think he was hoping to get that done. All right, so where's Jakey? There he is. Into his pit box he goes. He's going to throw on medium tires, and he's going to start filling up that fuel. And you better get it right, because the last thing you want to do is have to pit again, because that's massive point. That's a 1 minute penalty for fueling outside of the first time that you go in. You're only allowed to go into the pit box once, and it's to get tires and fuel, unless you plan on fixing the car and you don't do anything else to it. So, interesting. So Lucas still up there. Odin coming out of the final corner now. There is Truth. Truth not pitting. Finalized Banana all over him. He really wants to get this spot done. Let's go to this camera angle where we won't lose it. I want to see this happen. This will be interesting. Also a reminder, one of our new partners, simracecity.com. They sell lots of sim racing gear, guys. They're a new partner here with us at GT Champions, and they're the ones that are sponsoring the F4 race. So their partnership is including that little race that they wanted to get put together in the F4 cars and iRacing. So make sure you go check them out, simracecity.com. What is Banana going to do? Now, last time he tried to make a pass, he made the pass going up the hill here, and he and Jakey got a little bit tangled up. Well, not too tangled up, but he's not going to try it this time. He's going to try to get a better exit coming out of here. He does seem to have a little bit better of a... Yeah. Ooh, boy, hold it together. What's this right here? There is Jakey and Rusty are back out on the track. And yeah, look at that. Jakey maintains his spot. I thought I saw those two coming out together. So they do have the leader coming up behind him after their pit stop. But Jakey does his pit, and he withstands the undercut. So Rusty, still stuck behind him, is going to have to sort through that mess a little bit later. Meanwhile, his teammate is right... not his teammate. Yeah, his teammate. No, I'm sorry. That's Odin that's behind them. Now, they haven't pit yet. We'll see them pit eventually. We'll see how that plays out. I looked at that arrow. I thought, that arrow looks a little bit bigger than one arrow. And that's because these guys... You can throw a blanket on top of these guys, and you'd be able to cover them easily. Oh, the fuel situation is a little different for these two. Finalized, really putting the effort in to keep Banana back there. Shredda is all the way up to 5th. I don't think he's pit yet. He is not pit yet. They are teammates, the two of them. Banana going in. So Banana heads into pit lane, and that is going to hopefully give him an undercut, which is what he's hoping for. We'll see what Finalized does about that. There's Shredda. Shredda's like, I'm going to go one more lap here. And Stig is right there with him. He says, I'll go another lap with you. That sounds great. Oh, Shredda's got to have second penalty. That's going to come around next lap. He needs to put some distance between him and Xander. Stig. Okay, so still Banana's in the pits as he goes down the order as other cars go by. Let's see, who is this person right there? There's Truth. Truth has done his pit service. He's going to come around now. He's trying to see if he can stay in that 3rd spot. Where is Banana? Banana's still fueling. And that's who he's mostly worried about, him and Finalized. Finalized is right there. Finalized is not pit yet. And Odin pits. Where is Truth? Truth already did his pit, right? This is where it gets confusing. All right, Banana coming out. Now Banana's going to come out right behind. Who's that in front? Is that Truth? Banana comes out in 10th. And Shredda has not pit yet. Finalize is not pit. Finalize is staying out. So this will be interesting to see just where I can't figure out where these guys are. Banana was chasing him down. Banana on the medium tire. He's on his outlap right now. So he needs to make all the pace he can on these medium tires and no mistakes because he needs that one lap to get around Finalized. Oh, this should be interesting. Also interesting is Tatiana ready to join in. So I'm going to do a quick call in for her. So stand by while I sort that out. Meanwhile, where is Finalized? Finalized is... Oh, Banana doesn't pit, so Finalized is going to... Oof. This is going to be close. All right, let me get my audio set up with the gal from Discoured. Where is my button? Button. Who's got the button? And that should let us hear Tatiana. Tatiana, are you there? Can you hear me?
I sure can.
There you are. All right, let's get your audio up a little bit. Let's make sure everyone can hear you. Can I get a mic check from you there?
Mic check.
Mic check. All right. So this has become a very interesting race. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see everything live. So let's do this really quick. And I'm going to bring up this. And now Tatiana should be able to see all the things that I'm seeing.
Yes, I've had it up on YouTube in the background and noticed all the early pit races.
Yeah, it's getting a little interesting right now. So Banana, he pit 2 laps ago, and Finalized, who's currently running first on track right now, has not done his pit stop yet. So he's been on those hards for this is the 3rd lap now, and he and all of a sudden I just can't think of his name anymore. He and Banana. Banana's been running some really quick times there, and Finalized has been running slower times, and they were nose to tail on the track. And now Finalized has not pit. He's got to pit. He's almost out of fuel. But yeah, I think he's going to get undercut by him. No, he's staying out.
He's staying out one more lap. He's got at least one more lap in there.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he's not confident in his ability to keep the mediums alive. So he's like, well, I gotta use the hards.
Yeah.
Or if he's just keeping the simple strategy of you run until you run out of fuel.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know what? The cars started out with only just about a half a tank of fuel, so it's not it's not fuel problem as long as you put fuel in the car. But I worry that he has lost a lot of time. He's done what? Let's go look at the times. 130 flat for the last couple of 2 or 3 laps. And where is Banana? Look at that. He's got a 128 and a half in the bag. And they were bumper to bumper when Banana went in the pit, so he has gained a bunch of time on him.
Yeah, he's 2 seconds
mediums.
a lap faster. And how far from him is he?
He's a ways.
He's a ways. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, just off rip, cold tires. Banana ran at 28. Yeah, 28.7.
Yeah, let's see what this next one is.
Right.
That's another 28, I think.
28.4. So 3/10. He's only getting quicker.
And if we look at finalized, he's only run 130s the last couple of laps. So he's gonna lose a bunch of he's losing a bunch of time. But maybe he's just feeling like I'm gonna have a lighter fuel load on the hard tire and a lighter fuel load on the medium tire. And maybe he's thinking
fresher
he's gonna
tires towards the end, fresher mediums.
Yep.
Another
thing, Shredda, something happened to him at the beginning of the race, and he was like, I don't know, 2/3 of a lap down from the leader, and he climbed all the way up to 9th place before pit stop started happening.
Oh wow, he's one to watch.
He was moving. He is going to be one to watch for that fast lap. Right now, Truth holds it, but yeah, he's gonna be fast. Let's see. He's going to the pits. By the way, I feel so bad for you and that PlayStation challenge. That really frustrates me, and you, I'm sure.
Right. And you and you're IT. My background is 13 years of tech support, so we know how to troubleshoot. We know what we're doing, and we know what makes sense and what don't. Well, do we? Right. We're just kind of throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks at some point. But you know what I mean. Like, it's not like we've done the basics, right? And to still be stumped after hours, to not even really understand just the root of the issue to begin with, much less being able to fix it, is pretty frustrating.
Yeah, so look at these two. Have not pit yet.
I see him.
I feel like finalized should be, but he is just not doing it. And Flash, let's see if Flash does. He's like, nah. These guys are hanging it out. It's awesome.
Okay, can we talk about what a commercial this is for Sky Active? Because I thought Finalized had one more lap of fuel. He's going on his second one. He is making that stuff last.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it right.
But yeah, he's doing it right. He's got a light foot. Maybe
yeah,
that's why
except he's going to lose probably 2 spots to the drivers behind him because he's staying on those hards so long. But
okay, well, let's talk about how he literally he put his foot on the pedal. He was running a bunch of 130s, found a 29.8 and a 29.4. He's been too cautious. I don't think he's literally as slow as we thought he was compared to Banana.
Here's Banana. He's been running. Oh, he just ran the fastest lap of the race now. Banana.
Nice, 27.7.
127. Good golly, yeah. He's gonna leave finalized in the dust. So that was his. Yeah, and he's gonna catch Truth maybe.
And it's like, man, you just realize that Finalized has not been using that car to its full potential as he's coming to the end of his stint. Like, what's the point? You're out of fuel. Like, run it.
He's going again. I mean? He's going again.
No way. That's a diesel.
Hey Mazda, did you sneak a TDI and engine into one of these cars?
he did. He's cheating. That's a diesel.
That's funny. You know what? Diesels used to get way better gas mileage back in the day. Now that they make you put all that crap in the fuel, like, it's really changed the way diesels. Remember they used to be back in the the 90s, the early 2000s. Like you get the
50,
diesel
60 mile a
Volkswagens.
gallon.
Yeah, they're crazy
Yep.
good. And now they're
Yep.
getting about the same. Well, they're still a little better, but they're not nearly as different as they used to be.
I feel it, yeah, possibly. But you know what's funny about diesels? I don't trust anything anymore. Whenever something changes, I'm like, how much of this is natural progression and how much of it is a response to Dieselgate? Were you guys cheating too when you got? But you know, that's the conspiracy theorist in me who always likes the most dramatic answer.
Oh yeah, what was that Dieselgate all about? There was something about like
They were cheating emissions, basically saying that the cars were running cleaner than they really were.
That's right. And did they also say that they were getting more miles to the gallon than they actually were too?
See, exactly my point. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ugh, I love Flash's livery. Those wheels, I need them.
Do you?
I
You want to
need
put them
yes.
on those electric cars that you work on now?
Actually, I want to put them on my car. You know, I actually drive a Mazda 3 hatchback, but the previous generation.
Do you really?
So,
That's cool.
I do. I love that car. It's so beautiful. I love this design philosophy, the Kendo design philosophy from
Yeah.
Mazda. All their cars that they design like that are so gorgeous to me. Those headlights, they get.
Do you think he cut it too close?
Oof. I
Is
mean,
1 liter enough?
Man, he had it down to a science, but
He did.
Hey,
But
to
Flash
your
is taking
point,
it
like-
even longer.
no way.
He's going another lap.
So I'd like to see what Flash and where Flash and Finalized end up at the end of the second stint. You said Finalized was fighting with Banana, bumper to bumper.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have.
Flash
He's gonna
anything?
lose. Look, Banana's already passing him, and Finalize is still putting fuel in the car. Banana's like, see ya.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Jakey's gotten around him,
Oh,
and he's
he's
still putting
still
fuel, and
sitting
Stig
there.
is gonna pass him too.
Oh,
I bet.
he's lost so much time.
Stig is coming out of the final corner now. Finalize is still putting gas in the car.
No way.
He's putting a lot of gas. He's putting more gas in the car than I think he needs. But here he goes. And there goes Stig. And then there goes Shredda. So he's lost so much. Where's Black Friday? He's far enough back. That's like his 12th
And he's
penalty
got a
already
penalty.
this race. That guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, but Finalize, yeah. Look at that. So he lost a bunch. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots he lost by staying out on those hards.
And then see, so here's the thing, right? Earlier when I said maybe he's thinking he's gonna have fresher mediums at the end, the problem with Laguna Seca is that it's not easy to pass, but it's not so hard that people won't try. But still, it's not easy to pass. It takes skill, it takes patience, and setting up your pass. If he's, you know, having 1 or 2 cars ahead of you is one thing, but when you've got 4 or 5 cars ahead of you, it doesn't matter if your tires are fresher. It's still not going to be easy to get around them. So
for
I think it was
sure.
a bad gamble.
It was. Lucas is our presumptive race leader. He was he was like 8 seconds or 7 seconds ahead of Odin before the pit stops.
Wow.
And once Flash actually goes into the pits, he'll be back to the top spot. Odin, I mean, look at these gaps. 7 seconds to second place. And then Truth is back 8 seconds. But look at this Banana. He got it done, folks. Oops, let's go back one.
He's battling for fifth.
He got on those mediums a few laps before these guys and closed up a huge amount of time.
Yeah.
Now, if
Wow.
I remember right, let me see if I can bring this up here. Here's our race results from last round. You might be familiar with these since you were there. But look at that. Banana finished 4th. And two of the 3 guys that were ahead of him are ahead of him on the track now, but Jakey's back in sixth place behind him by like 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So he is poised. If he can get around Truth, because Truth is sitting in P3 on the,
Yeah.
not on the road, but once Flash actually pits, that's the podium place that Banana's looking at, and he's gonna want that.
Nice.
And so that's gonna be really interesting. Okay, I'm freaking out a little bit. How is this guy still on the track?
There's no way.
Did he forget that he needs gas? Like,
He also got a diesel.
Yeah, he probably did.
He's got a diesel hybrid because even finalized was like, all right, you're getting good gas mileage. This guy is like using regen braking or something.
Oh my gosh. He's got an EV motor in there somewhere. No one knows it's there.
It's a diesel hybrid. It's giving Audi circa 2013. You know, the Audi Le Mans cars. Oh,
Yep.
what an era. The R18 was the most gorgeous of the prototype racers in its era. Until that last year, that was just weird. We were
Yeah,
like,
what was up with that? Is that the front wheel drive one they did, or the 4-wheel drive or whatever? But okay, Flash, you gotta go in pits. Okay, phew.
There you go. There you go.
We'll take a look at his livery.
Banana was the first one to pit, right? Oh, we're looking at his livery. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna check out his livery. Well, Banana was the first one to pit. He was in 5th. He's chasing 4th, which is really 3rd. So there is the presumptive 3rd. All right, so Lucas is passed. Odin is passed. Flash still not even in his pit box. Truth is going to come around, and he's got a Banana right there behind him. There's Flash. Get a good look at his livery with the Origin Micro logo. I like it.
Nice. EVL.
Nice.
I don't remember that. Oh, Beyond Victory Lane. BVL.
Yeah,
I know
there
that.
it is. All right, so now we have it. Truth, who was in 4th for quite a while, into 3rd, into the podium places. It was a while, and then we lost one of the BVL drivers. He disconnected.
Yeah. Right. Can you go to Banana's tires? Are we on Banana?
We are now.
So Banana pitted before anyone else, and a moment ago that pit stop was showing up on the tree. It was like 10 laps away, or 10
that
laps
was
ago. Or something.
about 17 minutes ago that he switched to those medium tires.
And look how well they're doing. I can't tell if it's like this car is surprisingly good to its fronts despite being a front wheel drive, or if it's him, because Laguna Seca isn't necessarily easy on tires.
No.
And it's a front wheel drive race car, so you'd expect those fronts to go so quickly on the medium, but they're lasting.
Yep.
Are they lasting for anyone else?
Let's see. Lucas. Look at that. Lucas pit several laps later. He pit almost at the halfway mark, right? He's on.
Yeah.
He pit what? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 7. Almost 15, almost 14 minutes ago is when he pit on those tires. And if we compare his tires, they look identical to Banana, who
I
pit.
think Banana might actually have a little advantage.
Yeah, he pit when there was an hour and 15 minutes left in the race. Banana did.
Right.
And we're already 50 minutes left, right? So he is really good at these tires.
He's been very judicious with them.
Yep. He's not going to win the race. He's not going to catch him. Unless Lucas makes a mistake, right?
16 seconds. I mean, 16 seconds is easy to lose around Laguna Seca if you do make a mistake.
Yep. Now these two, Jake,
both
of them. No, it's every lap. Jakey's out there every lap.
Oh my god!
I made a joke that he didn't have oil slick. All he had was the ability to throw dirt in the guy behind him.
Right.
But Rusty has been sitting behind this car for all of the race and has not been able to make any inroads into that position.
Don't you just hate that? But that's what I mean, right? Laguna Seca is hard to pass around, actually.
Yep.
And if you don't have a really, really clean one, you just lose so much time everywhere.
What I'm trying to sort out is what happened, because these guys were in 6th and 7th. Mm-hmm. And I think Flash was ahead of them, and that's when he waited too long on the hard tires. I think he was the one that fell out, because I think he was running in like 4th.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was him and Banana were running 4th and 5th or something like that. And so he fell way back. Like, he's not even on the tower anymore.
Right, because he stayed out there so long, going on those slow hards. I mean, the idea is like to see how long can you go on the mediums before they become slower than the hards, right? rather than going on the hards as long as possible. You want to minimize your time on those hards. You want to see how short a time you can get away with. Jakey has that front wheel drive confidence. That's what this is. And you know what? If the next race is a rear wheel drive car, he's going to get on that track and he's going to try to drive it like this. And he's going to go,
Yeah, he's gonna go, what the heck?
he better tell us when it happens. I want to go to Jakey. You spun the first time you got on a track in a rear wheel drive car, didn't you? Don't lie.
So next week's track is actually in GT3 cars in the Jaguar, in the Jag, and it's going to be at Yamagawa. And then Brands Hatch is the next race. That's in the GT4 car. I don't know what car that is off the top of my head without going and pulling it up on the website gtchampions.com. Is where you can find that information. Right? Was that too much? Was it too much? I don't know if it was too much.
It's perfect.
But they're going to be.
I think you should do a jolly version, like a Christmas version, for the next month.
Let's see. Brands Hatch is going to be in the. It's the Toyota GR86 GT4 or GT86.
Oh,
no, it's
yes.
GR86, right?
The GR86. I remember thinking that was such a perfect combo. You know what? Honestly, I feel like, okay, Chris, you're the boss, so you're the one I would ask this, but I feel like I should reserve the right to race in a race if I really love the combo. Like, if my PlayStation wasn't broken, I would want to race in this combo. As it stands, I didn't even get to test the car because of my issues, which makes me super sad. But that's neither here nor there. Brands Hatch, please, like, let me in. It doesn't even matter the car. I love Brands Hatch. But, like, in the GR86, it's such a perfect car for that track. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the race, Chris. I want to do it.
Well, I would love it if you could do that. If I thought that you could race and do the broadcast and do all the commentary while you're racing, I'd be all for it. But you can't take a spot because these guys are fighting. We've talked about this in the over the course of the broadcast, and that's these guys have to, guys and gals actually, because I'm actually watching. I've got my PS4 in the lobby too, watching that one, and Miss Devious is out there tearing it up too, and these drivers are fighting for positions in their class. Right, and so being able to have every position count. So throwing somebody into it, I would love to, but throwing somebody in, and obviously we're not doing it, but like it would throw a whole monkey wrench in the whole business, right?
I have never minded being the wrench. So honestly, like, I get it. Fine. I suppose if you guys want to be fair or whatever, blah blah blah.
I want to be responsible and fair and balanced.
I guess.
Look at Shredda, who was in very last place, like the lastest of places, by like everybody's in the corkscrew, and he's coming out of turn 2 and 3. Like, he was that far back there, and he's made his way all the way back to 7th by just killing it.
You know what's killing it? Everyone's livery looks so good. And again, it might be my bias at loving this car. But like,
you mean like that one?
Yeah, Sector 7.
I can't believe you would
Obviously,
like
that's
that
the
livery.
bestest
What are you, a
livery.
Sector 7 racer or something?
Maybe I might be.
Actually,
no. I am. I absolutely am. That is my team, and I'm cheering for them. And you know why I say that with full confidence? Because I just made up a rule where if you're the color commentator, you absolutely can't show a bias. Go Sector 7.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no RWB guys in this lobby right now, so I can't really like throw any love for them there. But you should see
anyway,
the stuff
you're the
that they're
lead
doing in some of these other lobbies. Let's see. I'm trying to find something happening anywhere. Everyone is spaced out. It is that part of the race where everyone is. Can I get my tires and fuel to the end? Right. That's where everybody's at right now. I am pleasantly.
Yeah, it's a long
I am
time
very
to it.
surprised. Ah, okay. Now I get it. The other race is significantly further back than we are. They're off by. They're almost a half an hour different before they started their race.
Oh man, were they waiting on someone?
They're an hour and 8 minutes into their race, and we're an hour and 15 minutes into our race, right?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Rusty's looking like he wants something.
Yeah, I think he feels like he's got something to prove here. He is last season's champion.
I don't remember
after
who
all.
was driving the Flying Lizard Porsche, but it's giving. It wasn't Jan Mardenborough. What am I saying? Not Jan Mardenborough. Jan. Oh my God. Why can't I think of this guy's name? He raced for Corvette Racing for forever. His kid's in Formula One. He's Danish.
Oh,
you know, never mind. The joke is over. No.
His dad raced, right?
Who was the name that you said?
Colapinto. The Williams driver, Colapinto. No, that's not how you say it.
I have no idea who's driving for Williams. I haven't been paying attention to this season at all.
It's been great. I mean, obviously Max Verstappen was crowned champion last race, but Lando,
Again?
he's my guy. I got his big poster on my wall, and not of him, his car. I'm not like. Anyway, so I'm not fanboying over him. I'm just saying I've watched him like as he's been coming up, and I'm like, McLaren is leading the team, the constructors series by a bit. Red Bull's in third. It's McLaren and Ferrari 1 and 2 in the constructors, which is awesome. And
nice.
They had the sprint race today, the sprint race. And Lando Norris led every lap till the very end. They came out of the final corner. He slowed up and let Piastri have the win because Piastri gave him the win like a few races back to try to help him get the championship from Verstappen. And so he returned the favor and gave it to him. But still, there was a 1-2 McLaren in the sprint race. So Qatar is going to be an interesting race if they keep that up. That was fun.
That's pretty cool. I want to watch a race. I donate to F1 TV religiously. I just haven't been watching this season. Not really. I watched a couple of the very first races. By the way, Jan Magnussen was the race car driver's name I was thinking of, and his son Kevin is the one who's in Formula One.
Oh, K-Mag? Okay. Yeah,
K-Mag, that's correct.
Yeah, he races in Haas.
So what I was saying when we were watching Rusty and whoever Rusty was chasing, as they came into the last corner, was like it was reminiscent of that time that Jan got run off the road and spun into the wall by a Flying Lizard Porsche. I don't remember who was driving the Porsche, but they were having an epic battle for a couple of laps. I mean, like it's like the last laps of the race, and they get to the final corner, and the Porsche just squeezes him so badly into the wall that he spun out and spun into the opposite wall. To be fair, Jan bumped him into the last corner, threw him off his line a bit. It got a bit spicy.
Speaking of spicy, finalized all over Stig's case for that 8th spot. I bet he was thinking, man, I lost way too many spots on those hard tires.
Yep, sure did. And his mediums are a little fresher, but I don't think that the mediums are wearing. So,
that was a weird lag spike or something. It looked like he bumped him or something, but
it was either a brilliant move or a bump and run. Because it didn't look like he was gonna dive at all, and then he just hit him with the switcheroo.
Yeah, he did. All right, so up ahead here is Rusty still stuck behind Jakey for the entirety of this race. And then up ahead of them, there is Banana, still a second and a half from Truth. And remember, Truth, he's got basically the same wear on his tires. They don't look any different when you go back and forth.
No, I think we got to go back to that battle.
I don't know if Banana has pace to catch Truth, or if he's saving his tires and just staying within touching distance, so that when he's ready to put on the afterburners the last 20 minutes, he can go after him.
I would maybe venture to say the latter because he doesn't seem close enough to Odin or Lucas to get those positions. But he thinks maybe he can at least get on the podium.
Yep, I think so. I would think so.
Yeah, go back to the battle. Go back to Rusty and... Was it Rusty and Jakey? No, it's finalized. You're not gonna go back?
I can't. I'm trying to get my thing to... I'll just hit the keyboard. My remote... Oh, I got to plug it in. The power's ran out. I was like, why won't it change? I'm like, you're telling me. Can we go see finalized? I'm like, yeah, sure. Sure. Sure.
Well, at least here's the right side. Doesn't look like we missed anything. Finalized is just kind of running away from Stig here. So
yeah, he's not. He's not leaving any. He's not. Stig is not leaving any lasting impressions on finalized. Finalized is like, I'm out. See ya.
Yep. By the way, I have about 15 more minutes that I can stay on with you here. So you're gonna have to finish this out.
Let me just run through the order with you here. So there's Lucas, 8.5 seconds. He's gained a little bit more time. He is poised to be the champion. I mean, if we look at last race results, he won. He came in second place to Jakey at Suzuka, but he is making this car sing. He really is. Odin, who finished third, is now finishing second. Truth is poised to have a podium finish, although that one is certainly not guaranteed because Banana, running in fourth, is right on top of him. It doesn't look like it, but a second or so is on top of him.
Yeah. There's still over half an hour left in the race. So,
and Jakey, who won last week's race, now is going to finish in fifth. And so we'll see a new championship leader at the end of this race. Rusty Maggots, he finished sixth, and guess where he is on the track right now? Sixth. So he's right where he was last time. Let's see. Truth finished fifth. He's doing a little bit better. Finalized is sitting in eighth now, when he finished seventh. Oops, there we go. I meant to go to Shredda. So Shredda, I can't believe how this guy has come back. And I think can he catch 128 lows and highs 128s? Ooh, a 30 in there from Rusty. And look at this, all low 128s every single lap, and some 127. He might actually catch Rusty.
Yeah, sounds like it. You might get him.
And he had he was ninth place from the last round, and I think that was because he had an issue with an incident. He made a move at Suzuka. Was he the one that kind of slid in and clipped Ando in Casio? Was that him or was that somebody else? I don't remember.
Absolutely cannot remember that for you.
That's okay. Finalize running in eighth.
Whoa.
Looks like Stig's caught back up to him a little bit.
Stig's come back on him. Maybe Finalize had a moment. Oh, Stiggy, come on!
Come on, bud. Oh, wait, I can't vote for him.
The graphics
you have to
in
do
my
that.
way, so I can't see. I thought he went way wide. He was just trying to get a run on him. Come on, Stig, you got him.
Well, if it's any consolation for you, I can share this little piece of information for you. Your team boss is doing quite well in Lobby 2 right now. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to say what his position is, but your team boss is doing very well.
Sounds like first to me. Go Nuke.
It sounds like he's up near the front of the pack. That's all I'm saying. I didn't tell you which it would. I ain't gonna. But anyway, so Finalized running in eighth, a position less than where he was before. Stig is finished 10th. He's in 9th. And then Black Friday, he's in 10th. I don't even think he was in that race. He was in the Lobby 2, and he qualified his time to get up there and get into this top lobby. Flash,
That's a beautiful livery as well.
Yeah, Flash wasn't in here either. Flash made his way in here from Lobby 2.
Nice.
Gravedigger, he was here. He finished 14th. He's done, 2 spots better here. And Jay Set is running in 13th, and he wasn't in here either. So who's missing that wasn't here before? Miss Devious, Ando, and there should be one more. Fast Ginger, those three. Ando, Misdevious, and Fast Ginger were demoted down to Lobby 2, and three other drivers came up and took their spots, which was J-Set, Flash, and Friday, I think. Yeah, those are the ones.
Got it. I can't see. I didn't know if you knew that graphic was still up or if you meant for it to be up, but it sounds like you did.
Yeah,
so
I was just kind of
ignore everything I was about to say.
Now you can say what you want to say.
No, I said ignore it. But you know what? I heard a thing. I did not get to test the car. Sad days. But I heard you don't ever really get the rears up to temp at all. I do see that they're wearing a bit, so there has to be some temperature in them.
Yep.
But and I don't see that blue. You know that you'll get that telltale
blue hue
like blue
around them when they're cold.
Yeah. I don't see that. So.
Well, if the drivers are doing it right, they've got that brake bias all the way to the back. Save on those front tires and get those rear tires with some more friction to keep that grip.
Yeah, maybe that's what's saving them. Because that's exactly what S7R was talking about, was running the brakes all the way to the back. So you're right.
Yep. Hey, Chris Reeves, welcome aboard. He's saying Jakey and Lucas. There, he's trying to give them the big high fives. Get going, boys! And Jakey's got a little work to do. He's up in 5th. He's not close enough to catch these guys. They are just way too fast for him.
Luke killing it though.
Yeah. Luke's doing a great job.
Ugh, I love the corkscrew. So fun.
What's that?
You know what's funny? I said I love the corkscrew. It's so fun.
Oh yeah.
But you know what's funny? I am terrified of driving it in real life. I probably will one day, but it's still scary.
You're terrified of what?
Of driving it in real life.
Oh,
like
yeah.
At speed.
My brother Dave from Detailing Group, he's driven his 66 Pontiac Le Mans on that track dozens of times. And if you think driving a small car like this that's built for racing on a track, going through there would be scary, I can't imagine a big old lead sled like that flying through the corkscrew.
Me neither. That's crazy.
Wow, look, Lucas is just, he's got this thing locked down. I want to look at the front of this car. There we go. Just wanted to see what was on the hood. So Lucas poised to win this one. He's just got to survive another 30 minutes-ish. Odin, he's looking pretty good too. Truth, on the other hand, he is going to have a little bit of work to do. That is for sure.
Just a little.
He's got to be feeling the pressure, right?
Got to be feeling the what?
The pressure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, no question. He's watched Banana get closer and closer for a long time. So, and there's a lot of racing left. So you can decide, okay, I'm gonna defend until he makes a mistake and gives me some breathing room, or you can just let him go, and understand, hey, this might not be my fight. I don't have the pace. I'm gonna kill my tires if I fight him. Truth's fronts are not looking great. So it's up to him. He can defend.
They're no different than Bananas.
Oh yeah, you're right. So he could defend. I mean, a lot of times I get stubborn and I'm gonna defend until you spin behind me, basically.
You're either gonna pass me or crash. That's it.
Yeah, you're either gonna pass me or crash. And if you pass me, congratulations. However, my goal is for you to miss your apex or not see the outside of a corner behind me, or sometimes you get in the heat of the battle and you forget to think about things like dirty air. So watching you go way wide behind me, it's fantastic. That is how I drive.
So look at this, Rusty and Shred are very close together now.
Ooh, Rusty.
Yeah. Rusty is not showing his previous championship form that I kind of expected to see from him. Not that that's recently a bad thing. I'm just saying I was thinking that that it was his championship to lose, and I think he's realizing that there's some dudes that have popped up in here that have his number.
Well, you know, we're also it's early in the season. There's a lot of rounds. So, you know, but Shredda's there, you know, and it looks like he has pace. Oh, I think he's just come through. Rusty's
not over
letting
yet.
him
Rusty's
through.
got the next
Yeah,
corner.
it's not over. There you go, Rusty. Hold on to him now.
Is there going to be a dive? There it goes. He's
There's
going to
be a dive.
Hold that
I
corner.
think Rusty gave that up too soon.
Yeah.
Should have stayed defensive. Should have stayed defensive into that corner. You shouldn't have given it to him. But that's okay. That's okay, teammate. That's all right.
Well, Shredda's been
and
flying.
maybe you'll see he has been. That's true. Have you noticed? Tell me right here as they come up to turn 3 and 4, are they braking for turn 4 or even lifting in these cars?
Yep, little tap of the brakes right there.
Little tap of the brakes. So, okay, that's what I thought. I was wondering because we've seen so many people like hang those left tires on the outside there in turn 3.
Yep.
Then I'm like, is that not slowing them down in turn 4? But then I thought maybe it was flat out in these cars, but it's not. So, yeah, they're slowing you down. Those tires are dirty. They're slippery, so you're gonna have to slow down even more just to make the corner. Whoa, what is happening here? Is this a 3-way battle for second?
Nope, that is lap traffic.
That's just traffic. Got it. If the truth catches him in the right place, it could give him some breathing room.
It could. He's got a little right now. He's got a little over half a second, which is not a lot, but J-Set would be getting the
blue flags.
The blue flag.
Yeah, he's got to let him through
There he
soon.
goes.
Oh, here
Yeah,
it is.
he's letting them on by. Do you let them both by? Truth is like, dang it!
I know. We're too nice in this series. I've always said that about blue flag things. Like, people will pull way over and hit the brakes. And I'm like, listen, I'm not saying that you stay in their way. You obviously don't stay in their way. But, listen, your goal is to go as fast as you can, too. You know what I mean? Like, they got to catch you when it's safe. Okay, here you go. I'll give you the inside of the corner. You can dive in. But I'm not letting 2 cars at once pass. Like, that's wild to me. You know, one of them gets through in the corner, the other one gets through the next corner. I'm not gonna block you, but I'm not pulling over and getting off the throttle either. But we're just really nice in this series. You know, I watch too much real world endurance racing.
Well, that's good. It gives you lots to talk about when you're doing broadcasts and things like that. I have a lot less knowledge in real world racing because the only racing I ever get to watch, I watch Formula One and I watch our sim racing stuff. I don't have enough time in my day to spend watching other racings because I'm too busy doing race direction and scoring and design and all the other stuff that has to get done and broadcasts and try to enjoy some racing. So I just had to pick one. I used to be a diehard NASCAR fan, but that was back in the early 2000s, right?
Yeah, I get it. Time is, you know, I don't have a lot of time to watch racing anymore either, and it kind of makes me sad. I need to find it. But I used to watch races whenever I could. I would have them on back when I worked at Apple. I had my main computer, and then I had like my little test machine. No, I had 2 computers and a test machine, and so one of those would be running, you know, some race or other maybe a 24-hour race or last weekend's IMSA race or something like that. So I always had it on. And then that changed, I guess.
It's what happens when we get older.
I know, right? It sucks. Maybe I'm going to start doing it at work again. I have 3 monitors.
Look at this. This battle for the podium spot's got to go another 25 and a half minutes, plus or minus a lap, depending on when the leader crosses the... Oh, Truth! That was it. That's what
he was hanging on, too. He was hanging on, too. I was just about to say that. See, I didn't say it out loud. I did not curse.
We're gonna go back and watch that one if I can get my replay to go.
Let's do it.
Why won't my replay work?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So we don't have replay anymore. That's just great. My keys work for everything else. Sometimes I've done like 3 replays this race already, and then now it suddenly doesn't want to work.
Well, you know, I never got it to work since the game came out, so you know, your guess is as good as mine.
I don't even know.
But now, what is Truth?
Not letting him go. He's not. Listen, he's got him by the collar.
Yeah, he's
still
not
trying to get
going to
there.
walk away from him.
Oh,
That got me a little scared.
same. I thought there was a tap there, but we're okay.
What
We're
is that
okay.
thing up in the corner of his windshield? Looks like it, pull on this as an emergency flare thing. What is that?
I know, right? It does look like that. I don't know.
Is that like a windscreen like mount or bump or something? Or
You should be able to look around in this view, right? Can you? Yeah. Can we get a better look at it? No. The lighting is just. It's too shady now. The sun is down.
it's whatever it is taped in there. All right, folks, if you know what that little thing is up on the A pillar,
You tell us.
tell us. We'd like to know.
I love this. Laguna Seca in the golden hour. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous. I was there last year for Rensport Reunion 7. Whichever one we're on now. Yes, 7. It was fantastic. It's so beautiful there.
Yeah. I haven't been down to Monterey in a while. A bunch of the guys that I work with have been down there for months doing a project down in that area, but none of them are real racers except for one guy. And he used to race those little mini go-karts.
Nice.
They're mini sprints. Like the 12-year-olds drive. And
Yeah.
I actually have a plaque on my wall with him. He works for our company now. He's like 30 something. But when he was a little kid, and I used to own a payphone company, if you can remember those. And I sponsored both of their teams, so I had my big logo up on the wing, and I got a plaque up here with both the drivers. They were cousins up there. That was from 2000 and it doesn't say. It doesn't say the year on it. I never noticed that.
Huh.
Anyway, I'm just gonna check really quick. Nothing's changed for these guys. These two are still duking it out. Oh, hello. So
got something
Shredder
going
got
on
around
here.
Jakey now, up into the top 5.
And Jakey doesn't want to let it go. I'm always waiting for someone to make a dive into the corkscrew. I've always been afraid to do it. But what?
I'm looking at the chat when someone's guessing at what that thing was, and he says the ejectocito, and the other one says the O-poop handle.
Wait, what was the second one?
The O-poop handle.
No, right, exactly. Oh, there it is. He's got to pull it. Jakey.
Jakey, pull it. Maybe it's a parachute. I'm going too fast in this little Mazda 3. These things are 4 cylinders, right? They gotta be. They can't be 6 cylinders, I don't think.
They are, and
Well, you have one. Yours is a 4, right?
It is a 4. There were
You got to
two
go to the
options,
Mazda
a
6 or
2-liter.
something to get the 6-liter or the 6-cylinder engine, right?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Actually, does the Mazda 6 have a 6-cylinder? Now that I think about it, I don't even know. And that's
Well, what good
we're
are
gonna
you?
Wikipedia.
I'm kidding.
I'm not. I'm gonna look up this one thing and then I gotta go. But we're gonna find out the Mazda 6 engines.
You know what's interesting is this lobby right here is much brighter than the lobby is for race 2, and I think somebody may have forgotten to reset the lobby right away.
Uh-oh.
But this one got reset right away. The other one was about 10 minutes or so ahead, but they're only on lap 62. We're on lap 66.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 4-lap difference, so it's not that far behind. But it looks a lot darker. Although it could be that I have the gamma turned up on mine so I could see better and, we all see what's going on.
Oh, I see. Yeah, possibly.
Let's see, what's this? Yeah, there's 25 seconds to truth. Shred is not catching him in the next 20 minutes. Unless he could do 2 seconds a lap faster, and he is not doing that. He's running basically the same lap times. But this battle for the final podium spot's not over. Truth is not giving up. He's still within touching distance, under a second.
I mean, yeah. I just realized. Sorry, I didn't. I was looking at the 14.9 and I was like, I don't understand. You're right. It's within a second, which is helpful, in those 2 long straights. But it's the corners where you catch people here, especially with a little 4-cylinder. Granted,
Yeah.
everyone's in the same little 4-cylinder, but it's not like you're gonna like pull hard up the hill or something
Yeah, no
and
joke.
come up with something.
Now the trick is there enough fuel in these cars to get to the end? Because Truth did take, he has a little bit more, maybe just shy of an 1/8 of a tank more. No, not even that. Maybe a 1/16 of a tank more. I don't know if that makes a big difference. Wait, did that car just do what I think it did?
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Is there a third brake light in this car?
No, doesn't seem to be.
Like right above the little built-in wing. It does have a third.
Oh
brake.
yeah, it does.
I was like, did I see a third brake light happen there? I was like, wait a minute.
It's all hidden by the wing.
I'm
That's
gonna try to watch
interesting.
this again. Yes, there it is.
There you go. Nice.
And I thought I saw it blink, like when he was, you know how the newer cars they'll flash a couple times and then go solid when you hit the brakes.
Yeah. You thought that's what was happening.
Yeah. So I was wondering if that's what happened, and I was like, that's talk about getting it all done, you know?
Right. Getting it accurate. So, I have answers. The first 2 Mazda 6 generations did have a V6 option available. However, the current generation is only available in 4 cylinders, one of them being a turbo 4, but the rest are tiny, puny, naturally aspirated 4s, like what I have in my Mazda 3.
Okay.
I have the
There you go.
2-liter. You could have had a 2-liter or a 2.5. I have the 2-liter. It's a kind of a dog. It's pretty slow.
Those are
okay, we have
the
fun.
the very essence of what they call a grocery getter, right? Like it's just it's made for, gas mileage and getting around town. And then you can do this to them.
Well, thankfully, Mazda does, even though they don't have it in their marketing, they still live by the Zoom Zoom philosophy, right? So they gave it really good chassis dynamics. It's got sporty touches to it. Like my steering wheel has thumb divots at 9 and 3, right? Whereas usually, your aunt's Camry is gonna have them at what is it? 2 and 10 and 2, right? So you got that.
My Kia
got good
Sedona
bolster.
minivan has them at 9 and 3.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? It's
Yeah.
not a race car. I was wondering about that, like, not too long ago, actually.
What kind of van is it?
It's a Kia.
Nice. Listen, Kia's about it. About that life.
Yep, I like it. This is my 3rd silver minivan, and I'm not going to have another car unless it's a race car or a truck. Oh, here we go, Rusty.
Oh, Rusty with a
boy.
good run.
We're going to get to this camera. He's getting it done.
Let's go.
16 minutes
There you
left.
go, boy. There you go.
It's not over.
Yeah, shut that door. It's over.
It's not over. No, it's never over until you get a few laps done. Look at this. Jakey has that. Oh, he had a pretty good exit out of that corner.
Rusty, defend it.
Oh, there. Jakey's like, wait, I don't know what to do.
There you go.
He's like, he's flashing him like that was a thing. Let me go back and see. Can I get my replay to work? I think my keyboard's key is stuck on the mark button. I hate that I don't have replays. Well, there you
know how
go.
I felt
We haven't
all
had a
these years.
position change for a minute. So there's
No.
Rusty. Wait a minute. Look at this. Look who's showing up for the party. While those 2 guys are duking it
Finalize.
out, Finalize has
Oh.
arrived.
1.5. Oh my gosh.
You
I
sure
hate
you
that I
wanna
have
go?
I do. I have to go. My old lady's here now. So I gotta go give her some attention.
All
But
right.
thank you so much for having me. Thank you for taking over for me. I hate that you had to do it. I know that you specifically wanted to, step back from this role so you could spend some more time on the back end of things. And I am we'll keep working to get my PlayStation up, or end up having to buy a new one. We'll see.
We'll sort it out. We got a couple of weeks till the next race, so
We'll
get
figure
that
it
sorted out.
All right,
man.
man.
Well, you take care of
Bye,
yourself.
everyone. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Well, that was fun having Tatiana about with us. So, there. You didn't have to listen to my boring old voice for frigging ever, right? So that's good, right? All right, wrong button. Okay, here we go. We're going to take a look here. Lucas now. We'll just run through the order. We're in the last 15 minutes. Lucas running in first. Odin in second. Bananas in third, ahead of Truth. Keeping track of that. Shredda in fifth. He's quite a ways back. Rusty and Jake still battling out for that sixth spot. So third and sixth are still up for grabs with the amount of time we have left. And Finalize has arrived to challenge both of these guys. Now remember, he pit much later, and these guys have way worn tires compared to Finalize. So we might be able to see him very soon, getting his stuff together. So it'll be interesting to see how this all goes. Well, I definitely want to give a big shout out to our folks at Origin Micro. They've been pretty awesome, and kind of want to I can't get my buttons to work. So we're going to give a shout out to Origin Micro as we get ticking down in the last 12 and a half minutes of the race. We're going to watch this battle here. I'm trying to keep an eye on what's going on at P3 as well. So we have a battle for P3 happening. We have a battle for P6 happening. There's so much going on. Oh, Jakey's making a move. He sticks his nose in there. Come on, camera. Oh, Jakey back up. Jakey gets back up there, and he gets the spot. And finalizes it, but it's not over yet. Rusty is gonna. Oh, this is looking so good. What? That's not gonna work, guys. That's not gonna work. Oh, that's gonna be a big problem. How did Finalize make that work? Oh my gosh, folks. Why can't I have a stinking replay? Oh, that's so frustrating. I can't wait to go back and watch that. I really can't, because that was awesome. I don't even know how Finalize did that, but a twofer, 3 wide into the corkscrew, and Finalize steals a spot from both of them. What? What is the heck is happening? Third place, still a battle between these two with 11 and a half minutes to go. And then we've got these guys duking out into turn 1 right now. Brakes glowing, hard on the brakes. Finalize has to keep Rusty back there, and he's got to keep Jake. That was insane, people. Did you see that? I mean, the camera just was not moving to the right spot, and we missed the action, and I couldn't replay it, which really frustrates me. So what I have to do is figure out why that isn't working. Oh, that's a bummer. Then up here in third, there's, oh no, Truth, that is not what you needed. You did not need a half-second penalty with 10 minutes to go. You're gonna have to sort that out. Meanwhile, Finalize is keeping things moving quite along here with Rusty and Jake. And Truth trying to get some action. He's got to really close it up. He's got to spend any tire and fuel he had to get all the way up there. He's got to overcome that half second. So if he's got anything in there, he needs to get to using it now. Rusty defending from Jake, but trying to attack back to finalize, who I don't know how he did that. And I'll have to look and see if that was a push to pass later. If it was, Rusty or Jake or both will turn in a ticket and we'll see. But I just couldn't get the replay working off my keyboard. I'd really like to have seen that because that just looked treacherous. That looked so treacherous. Truth is going to have to blow a half second. He's going to lose a full second to Banana. He's going to have a lot of work to do to get back up there. Meanwhile, trying to keep track of what is going on here. That was crazy. How did he do that? Like, he just sent it. I mean, he has great tires on the car because he's pit way later than everybody else. But how he managed to do that is beyond me. All right, Truth, 2 seconds back. He had the penalty and had to get around lap traffic. That's 2 seconds is a long time to try to get over on Banana. Now, he does have a little bit better tires and a little bit more fuel, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, Truth. That's what he has to overcome, is that giant gap. And unless that guy in front of him makes a big mistake, I don't know how he's going to make that work. My keyboard is now completely stopped functioning. So we're going to have to do this the manual process way, folks. Sorry about that. Are any of my keys working? Some of them. I don't know what's going on. Come on, Kaz. Make stuff work better. So these guys duking it out up here. 2 seconds. I don't think he has anything to worry about. This guy, though, good golly, man, he is just killing it out there. Lucas is just flying on this track. Odin, the same. He's doing great, too. He stayed within that 6 or 7 second mark with Lucas the whole race. And Truth was there, too, about 6 or 7 seconds from Odin. And now Banana, who has made that early pit stop, was gigantic. He pit 15 minutes earlier than everybody else, and that was the right move. That really did set him up for success. That is for sure. Truth now sitting in fourth. He's got 2.2 seconds. I don't know if he has the fuel and the tires to come back at him or not. Shredda, he's built quite a gap now. He's 10 seconds from finalized. Finalize is still only about 0.8 of a second up from Rusty. Rusty, though, has got about an equal gap to Jake. So this ain't over. It ain't over till the fat announcer says it's over, people. Or that clock runs out. One of those two things. So Jakey sees 2 spots up there. Can he get it? Does he need to use that little handle in the corner for whatever it is? Is that like an emergency flare? What is that thing? I want to know. Inquiring minds. Rusty, can he figure out what to do with that? Or what about Truth? Can he make any moves? It looks like it's all a little bit too far away for anybody to get there. Now back here, there's finalized in 6th. Sorry. Rusty, Jake, they're really close together. We've got Stig back in 9th. Back in 10th, there's Flash with Black Friday not far away, actually. 2 seconds. Flash is, 5.5 minutes, and he's almost out of fuel. Same with Black Friday. And Gravedigger, he's half a track away from these guys, running in 12th. And Jay Set's a little further back. He's about to get dealt with who is that right behind him. So he's got P6 about ready to catch him. Oops, this is what I want. So Jay Set right behind him. He's got P6 coming along. So keep an eye on that as they get closer to that. That could be that rolling bollard that really provides some spice to the end of the race. We'll see how that goes. And stick around, folks. We're going to try to get some interviews with these guys if I can make it work. Get them into a Discord party chat, and we can try to have a chat with them. Where's Jake? Ooh, he's fallen back a little bit. I think he might be realizing he just needs to save fuel and finish in 8th place. Stig is just coming down through the corkscrew now. He's running in 9th. But Flash, look at that. Here's Friday. Oops, wrong camera. Friday is going to try to make a move. This is for 10th. Oh, Flash gets a little bit in the dirty stuff. I think he's going to go for it. Flash staying solidly on that line. It's like, you're going to go around, you're going to have to go the long way, fella. Oh, Flash gets all out of shape in the corkscrew. Starting out wide, cut back in, try to get a better run. Wow, look at that exit. Friday is trying to get in there. Flash is covering all of his bases. He's going to have to do this for 3 or 4 more minutes. That's a lot to ask of this little car with no gas. And he's getting a blue flag from who? Is that their... Who is that that's back there? And is that... All right, well, Black Friday is up front, but who is that right behind him? Is that Lucas? Oh, yeah, that is Lucas right behind them. So Lucas is about to put these guys a lap down. And, my, oh my, Lucas is just moving now. Lucas is down to a 5-second gap now. Odin... Ooh, all of these guys are really low on gas, you guys. Like, really low. Look at their fuel. They're all blinking. Lucas has a little bit more from what I can see. Just a hair more than Odin. And there's Banana. And I think Truth has a little bit more. I think Truth has something to fight with, which explains why he's caught back to Banana. He's closed almost a full second. Nope, a little bit of a lag spike there. Apologies. There's Shred. Yeah, everybody's low on fuel. JSET's getting out of the way for all the blue flag drivers. He knows I'm going to be causing too many problems. I'm going to get out of the way. This is close. There are still... There's this lap they're finishing. There's going to be 2 more laps to do. So coming across the line now, Lucas is gonna have to do this lap and 1 more. Same with Odin. Both of these guys, look at that. Truth is all up to him now. Truth is gonna make that move. He knows he's got the fuel to make it work. Banana's gonna have to defend, but I don't know. Banana's knowing that he's got to get another lap done. I don't know if Banana took enough fuel. I really don't. Oh. That could be the nail in a coffin. He might be able to get to the start-finish line and just have to stop and wait. He's got a 22-second gap to Shredda, so he won't lose any more spots. Unless he crosses the line, and they cross the line as well. If Shredda's a pretty ways back. He's 20 seconds. So it's going to be over for him. Oh, this is close. So Truth back to the podium places. Lucas coming out of the corkscrew, heading down the hill in the last couple of corners. He's going to have 1 more lap to do. Odin will have another lap to do. I don't think Odin's going to make it. I think he's out of gas. There's 0 gas in his car. He just has to get across the start-finish line and pray. Truth is only 6 seconds behind him. And Truth is good on gas. Odin's out of gas. He's out of gas. Truth is going to take the spot from him because there's still 7 seconds left in this race. And look at that. Truth moves up ahead of him. Odin is stuck in second. It's not changing his... Odin is running at like 50 miles an hour. What is happening here? The time is up. Let's see who's this coming across the line. Here is going to be Shredda. He's going to come home with that 5th position. Finalize will come home, and he'll get 6th. Rusty. Oh, Rusty's out of gas. Rusty runs out of gas. Oh, no. That means Finalize is going to get 6th. Jakey will get 7th if he doesn't run out of gas, but he's out too. But Sig's not. Is Jakey going to run out of gas? Is he going to make it across the line? Barely. With 0 gas left. Stig is going to come across in 8th. Rusty is out of gas. He's going to come across in 9th. There is Black Friday. He'll come across in 10th. And I think that's the leader right behind him. Yep, there is Lucas. So 10th is going to be Black Friday. He'll come across the line. But the race winner is going to be Lucas with no gas. Rolls across the start-finish line in first. Truth had the fuel and made it work. And look at that. Banana is still coming at him. Banana out of gas too. But Truth is going to come across in 2nd place. Are you kidding me? What a way to end the race. I'm running out of voice. Banana is going to come across. He's out of fuel. He's dropping. He gets 3rd. Odin is out of gas, but he got across the line. And Shredda didn't make it to the next lap, so he's going to drop into 4th. What the heck? That changed everything. That changed everything in the last lap. Are you kidding? That was crazy. But we got to wait. So there's Lucas. Lucas is going to be your winner, or is your winner. Congratulations, man. And then Odin, he's just going to creep across in his car that's out of fuel, and he'll come across in 4th position. And I think that's BVL's Flash trying to come across, and he was out of fuel too. Oh my gosh, but way to go, Lucas! Wow, folks. That was some kind of... That was insane! I can't believe that! That changed... Oh, I knew the fuel was going to come down to it, but I didn't know it was going to come down to it that bad. Oh my goodness. It's not showing us the after race thing, so let's just pull up the results so we can get them at least here on our screen. So Lucas, Truth, and Banana, 1, 2, 3. Fastest lap goes to Lucas. Likely to be the fastest lap. That should get him to the pole, I would imagine, for the next race, but I don't know how the fastest laps are looking in Lobby 2. I can see some of them. I can cheat a little bit, but I'm not gonna. Odin runs out of gas, drops to 4th, which gives Truth and Banana both podium places. Shredda comes home 5th, Finalize 6th, Jakey 7th, Stig 8th, and then we see Rusty Maggots because he ran out of gas too. So what? Oops, I wanted to get the rest of them. Black Friday in 10th, Flash, Gravedigger, J-Set, and Cyclone Dan round out the top 14. My, oh my. Okay. Oh, look at that. It won't even let me save the replay. It's not even giving me the option for that. Yikes. I don't know what goes on. I really don't understand why we can't save replays. Silly. All right. Give me a second, folks, while I go find our guys for some podium interviews, and I'll be back to you. Hang on.
Well,
oh, hello, gentlemen.
Hola.
Hey, guys.
Good day, sir.
Okay. So that was fun. that was something I was not seeing coming at all from any of that. That was an interesting end of the race. You guys will figure that one out. I'm sure Banana and Truth know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's the most Odin. Fucking bittersweet bird ever.
Well, you know what? First, we'll talk to you, Banana. It was back and forth, you and Truth duking it out. I got to tell you, man, that early pit stop with an hour and 15 to go. I didn't know if that was going to work out, but bro, you made that work great.
We tried some strats. Hell, like going in on lap 2 was even possible, but like the drop off of those mediums is ass, if I may say so. But yeah, like somewhere in between, right? That was, to our minds, like the best way to go. But well, we didn't keep we didn't take into account the amount of laps that the race was going to be. So panic was really hitting the...
I could tell. That's how truth got around you. I was like, he gonna run out of gas.
Oh man, you don't want to hear Matt.
I don't want to say. I'm not going to say anything. Keep it PG because I know you're probably thinking, ugh.
Oh, nah. We'll save that for later. I'll save that for my teammates. Let's say we were disappointed with that. All right.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that some more. We'll talk about that some more in a minute. But I'll tell you what, I was really excited to watch this race. I wasn't sure how this was going to play out because this car with the front wheels the way they are, I just didn't know if you were going to get what I thought you were going to get out of this car. But you guys managed to get those tires to last forever. Was it a traction control thing, or is it just car? Did they change the tire modeling in the game so that it's not so bad on the front wheel drive?
I just don't think it's that bad in general. I don't know what the other guys think, but if you just don't light the wheels up, right, then it's not too bad. It's still bad, don't get me wrong, but you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh my gosh, dude, that was a lot of fun. I really appreciated that one, and that was quite the race. I have hold on a second. It's been a little bit different of a broadcast for me, so hang in there because I wasn't expecting to do this today, right? It's been a little bit of a wild ride, but I tell you, I was watching this battle with you guys up front, and I was watching also Finalized. Like he did that pit really late and lost so many positions, but then he came back. And you guys have got to go watch this towards the end of the race. If you've never seen 3 wide into the corkscrew work before, you're going to see it this time. It was insane. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was pretty awesome. But, whew. So, guys, that was fun. So tell me, Banana, what are you thinking about this race? Like, are you thinking, all right, I've got this. I can keep my pace with these big guys, or are you better in these GT4 cars than GT3 cars?
Either or. I don't think I'll be as fast as Lucas, but you know, at least give it a good whirl to get onto podium. Yeah, I'd say I'm confident in that, but it takes a lot of practice as well, man. It's not it's not the easiest thing.
Well, you did good, man. Congratulations, dude. Good job. That was really a well done race. I want to clap for you, and I can't find my clapping button, so I'm just gonna. Oh, there it is. Any shout outs, man, before we go talk to P2?
Well, Friday we were streaming the race. Our teammate TTV_Friday or Black Friday. I mean, sorry. Ooh.
It's all good. Awesome. Well, yeah, congratulations then. Sorry, I think there's a little bit of a lag because of you're on PlayStation chat, so I think it's taking a little time for it to get through. So I apologize if I'm stepping on you, but congratulations, man. Good job.
Nah, you good.
All right, Truth, man. You did it. You back and forth between that second and third spot, and you made it work, man. Good talking to you. I haven't talked to you for a while in one of these.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
You're welcome.
Feels, I guess you weren't the announcer last week. It was Patty, but like I battled Banana last week too, so it kind of feels like the Banana Cup for me right now.
The Banana what?
the banana cup, because like
The
I
banana
was
cup.
fighting banana forever in last week's race as well, or like 2 weeks ago. So for me, it's like the banana cup, basically.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So-
So tell us a little bit about the race, man.
Okay. Well, started off. I felt really good about my pace, but I didn't know until the race started how that was going to go, and then I got stuck behind Jakey, and I lost a pile of time, probably 8 or 10 seconds. It's not that he was slow. I was just, I don't know. He didn't have the pace that I had. So I finally got around him. And then the guys in front were like at least 10 seconds ahead of me by that point. So then I was just kind of holding the pace, going back and forth with Banana's teammate, Odin there. I'd reel him in, he'd pull away, I'd reel him in, he'd pull away. And then Banana was driving really good, and he did the long pit strategy. And you could literally pit, like Banana said, like you could literally pit, like in practice, I did 79 laps on mediums, and I could still drive reasonably fast. But the issue was the drop off. And so the math, for me personally, the math told me to pit around lap like 33 to 35. So that's what I did. And then Banana did a really good job of pitting early and still keeping pace, because that was the key. And then I made a couple of small mistakes, and he gobbled me up. And then I thought, okay, well, all I can do is just send it. So I started sending it, and, I was doing all right. Like, he was 2 seconds ahead, but then I started reeling him in, and I was like, something's wrong. He's got a gas issue or something. So then I was like, a shark, like smelling blood. I'm like, I got to eat him, right? So then he ran out of gas, so that was unfortunate. And then there was the weird thing at the end. I have no idea what happened, but there was 2 cars parked in the middle of the final straight. And I was terrified, because I was like, do I go left? Do I go right? And I guess that was Den. I don't know what happened, but they were
He
both
ran
parked
out of
there.
gas.
Yeah. Oh, so Den ran out of gas, but they
Yeah.
weren't moving it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I think he was trying. He stopped before the start finish line to let the rest of the time run out, so that he could get across the line. But he ran out of gas coming out of the final. Actually, before the final corner.
Oh, so because I was coming, he was going to lose the spot, so then he had to do a final lap with no gas. I get it. Yeah.
But
that was
lucky for
super
him,
weird.
though. Lucky for him, 5th place was too far back to reach the line before the timer ran out. So he still secured 4th place, even though he ran out of gas.
Yeah, I was totally confused. It was super weird. I was like, something's wrong with him. I'm just going to get around him. And then Lucas, I don't know what he did with this race, but I saw some nice purples. So I'm assuming he just did Lucas things up there and drove nice. It looked like a solid finishing time. In practice, I was getting 81 laps, so I wasn't surprised by that. So, but anyways, it was really fun. And I look forward to round 3 of the Banana Cup.
Looking forward to it, buddy.
There you go.
Well, I'm going to be away for the next one, because I'll be surfing in Costa Rica. So I'll be, I got a good.
Take your stuff to Costa Rica, dude. Let's do that. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'll miss you.
Yeah, I'll see you 2 weeks later.
Well, congratulations, man. Good job.
Yeah, and I just want to say shout out to all my teammates, obviously, who helped me, and shout out to everybody in the race, and congratulations to Lucas and Banana.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard, your team boss did pretty good in his lobby. You might want to go check on him. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that'd be back-to-back wins for him if he won. Okay.
I didn't say he won. I said he did pretty good. Why does everyone think I say he won? I don't understand.
I don't know. You said pretty
But he
good.
did. So, yeah, it was good.
We're all winners.
We're all winners. There you go. All right. Congratulations, man. Good job.
Thank
All
you.
right. Lucas. Yeah, boy. There he goes. What's up, man? Look at that. Win, win,
Good day,
win.
sir.
You did it, man. Are you there?
Indeed, I say no. It's yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, it's
There you go. I hear
this
you.
was a good long race. I say tough race with these guys. I mean, front wheel drive was not easy to tame around this dusty, sandy place, but Odin kept me on my toes that whole race, and obviously we were pushing too much, as everyone said. All of a sudden, we're all thinking about fuel the last 2 laps. I was about half a lap short, and Odin reeled me in about 2.5 seconds, and then all of a sudden I seen him drop off, and I was like, uh-oh, everyone's in trouble. And then Truth and Banana back there. It was wild. Good fun race.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, we watched you, when you got to the lead of the race, and then after that, it was kind of like you put 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and then after that, that's pretty much where Odin kept you within 6 to 7 seconds for the whole race. And then it was about 6 or 7 seconds from him to Truth for most of the race. And so we didn't get to see a lot of you guys because there was so much going on behind you guys on the track. It was so much fun to watch, but man, you did it. You got through there. That's pretty good. You got a good win out of it. You had second place last race, first place this race, 2 podiums in a row, not bad. That should give you the lead of the championship because Jakey finished back in like 6th or 5th. I don't remember what it was because they ended up getting spots when Odin
struggled. That's for sure.
Was that?
Oh, he had a struggle of a race. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was not easy.
Like Truth said, he was off pace just that little bit, and he was holding up that pack back there from third on, which allowed me and Odin to open up our gap. But yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, I did notice that. I was like, these people need to get around Jake, and as soon as Truth did, he was like gone. And so, that's not saying anything bad about Jake, just saying that it is what it is, right? But yeah, he finished in 7th.
Hey man, Jakey is one fast dude, so I will just cherish that and then pretend like it never happened because he's going to kick my ass next race.
Group 4s are his kryptonite.
Well, then next week will be a much different story than I'm sure with how the races go down. You guys are going to be at Yamagawa in that Jag. Oh, that's a fun car. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, looking forward to that Japanese track. I really like those ones.
Yeah, that should be good. Oh, man. So there we go. Lucas gets the big W out there. Going to give you the horns, man. Lucas grabs the win. Truth comes in second. Banana comes in third. It's going to shake up a little bit of the championship. Those results will come out soon. I have to wait, of course, till we see if any incident reports come out. I'm interested to see what happened in the corkscrew because we didn't get to see it on camera very well because my replay wasn't working for some reason. It worked for the first part of the race, then the second part of the race it didn't, and then at the end of the race I couldn't even save the replay. So I don't know what goes on with why things don't work the way they're supposed to, but it is what it is. But congratulations, guys. All 3 of you. Great racing. It was a lot of fun. Banana, it was really fun to watch you come terrorizing everybody through the field, coming back from what was a what is he doing move with this early pit stop, but you made it work. So good job, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Good race, boys.
Yep. Lucas. Oh, he gone. All right. Thanks, guys. I was going to give him a chance to do a shout out, but I'm going to take that away from him now. All right. See you later, Banana. Have a good one.
Yes, have a good one.
All right, folks. That was loads of fun. We got it done. Lucas comes home with the win. Truth in second. Banana in third. Poor Odin ran out of gas. Several people ran out of gas and caused all kinds of problems for everybody everywhere. So we'll just figure out how everything works, when we're done with the stewarding and everything else like that. But wow, that was a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody being here. That was a fun race. Hope everybody's going to have a great rest of the night. And please make sure you go check out our sponsor, OriginMicro.com. Make sure that you show them some love. At the very least, hit up their website or whatnot. But don't forget, coming up next weekend, we will have the first round of the F4 Cup on iRacing. And you can come watch that. It'll be at 12 p.m. Eastern. And you can watch them race at Virginia and Sonoma in the first open wheel race here with GT Champions. Also next weekend, the MX5 Cup, which I jokingly say we need to relabel to the S7R Cup because there's like 80% of the drivers are all from one team. they really wanted to have fun with that race. So we'll be at Watkins Glen Saturday, December 7th, and it will be at 3 p.m. Eastern, or is it 4 p.m.? I think it's 4 p.m. Eastern. I don't remember, actually. That's not right. 7 p.m. Eastern. It's got to be some... Yeah, we're there. Just hit the bell. Hit like, share, bell, all that stuff. You'll know. Then you know where everything is happening. So we'll be bringing that to you. So everyone getting a chance to fight for these winner coins, and we just divvied out 2 of them today to the 2 winners of the Am and Pro classes in the International GT Series and iRacing America Challenge. We'll be coming back next year with the European Challenge, and so we'll be on all new tracks, all in the EU with our multi-class. It'll be a lot of fun. So thanks everybody for coming by. I'm Chris, and I'm grateful to Ian and Nigel for all the hard work they do in putting together these combos for this. Eton for all that he does on the back end, even though you don't see what he does, but we are what we are because he helps us out. And Pix, of course, making everything look as beautiful as he does. Again, thanks for Origin Micro and to simracecity.com, and we'll catch you all next time around. Thanks a bunch.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.